Hey y'all. If you don't have a pick and you got a fro or a beard, make sure you got a durable pick. Seriously, durable. And I can never be jealous or envious of what the next woman has. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Okay, but anyway, hello to all my beautiful women and all my amazing men out there in the world. I hope y'all looking good, doing good, and feeling fantastic. The positive message of this video is trust the process. Trust the process, especially when it comes to if you are in the state of mind to where you want to purchase a truck or you want to make big investment financial type moves. Trust the process. If things are happening or hindering you down the line, maybe it's not the right time to do so. It's a time for everything. I trust that. So trust the process. And eventually in due time, you'll be able to seek what you really want to seek in terms of whatever goals you are trying to accomplish. For real. Now, this video is more so like two parts really. Why throughout these whole 2 years I've been a company driver and how I do not have my own, and certain things that I feel like you could possibly look for when trying to obtain your own truck, purchase, finance, however you want to put it, your own truck. And I will receive backlash about it, and it's okay. I'll chastise, whatever. If you want to come at me negatively, just understand and know that you will be blocked, deleted, pretend you wasn't there type of stuff, because with me, I move differently. No one can down my intelligence because I research on so much. I do. I look up damn near everything for my own benefit. So though yes, I've been only a company driver, it doesn't mean that as a company driver I'm unaware of what some owner ops go through or what to look for when becoming an owner op. So in preparation for those who may need some insight or some type of information, this is for you. For real, this is for you. So in this facility over here, I'm picking up nail polish, man. What your free nail? All this nail polish, man, or nail-like products. Okay, after contemplating much about doing this video, it was to a point where this intelligent young man ended up encouraging me to go ahead and just do it. And I was like, just why not? Now, throughout most of 2018, I was in the thinking stages of trying to, I enjoy what I do. I really don't care for anyone to oversee or have control over where I get to go or my loads. It was annoying. And, I can strategize in a way to where I move wisely on like a business aspect. For real, I could think of certain things to where a business owner could think of certain things. So it was never my intention to own a truck. I was that type of student in truck driving school to where I was like, I'm gonna just go find me a company and I'm gonna make like $2,000 a week or more and use their fuel, use their equipment, use whatever their resources that they offer, use them up. I was that type of student because for one, I knew trucking wasn't gonna be my life. This was honestly to provide me with the financial stability in which I've seen. Grateful, abundance, blessed. I've seen so much financially and gained so much financially to where that was an achievement within itself. So owning a truck, I don't like losing money. That's one. I don't like putting up so much. It's like a financial risk or a financial gamble to where either you're going to win some, you lose some, but me, I don't like losing money. So it was never my intention to be a trucking business owner, fleet owner, none of that. It wasn't, because my future entails a lot more than just driving trucks. Not bashing anyone who's a truck owner, fleet owner, or someone or people who's been in the industry for damn near all their lives. I'm not even bashing y'all. I just say everyone has their own desires and everyone wants to fulfill their own type of dreams in their own way. And driving trucks was just financial stability. That's one thing. I never wanted to I didn't want to become lost within this profession. As like, when you're in a relationship with someone, and like for me, say if I'm in a relationship with a man, I could be lost within him in some type of way. Some of y'all gonna understand, some of y'all don't. I didn't want this profession to overcome me as an individual. I didn't want to be out on the road and be married to the road, and where I have other personal or other obligations that I have back home. I didn't want them overlapping in a negative way. So the list could go on, but that's not what I really want y'all to take from this. It's not. But being an owner operator, I felt like it's a personal preference. Either you can find a company who's going to compensate you what you feel like you deserve or what you're worth, or you're going to find a lease option or owner option that you feel as if you want to oversee whatever you feel like you want to oversee. Everyone's different. It's up to their own discretion. It is. So that's that. Certain things that I wrote down or while researching upon this. One, when you go get a truck or when you're looking into like financing options, make sure that you just don't jump into it head first. Evaluate, reevaluate all of your options before you go off an adrenaline rush, before you do it off impulse, because that's going to be the worst decision that you make if you don't think it through. And clearly that comes with age and knowledge and all types of wisdom. You know, you become less impulsive, hopefully, the more you as you age. Now, 3 of the main things to look for that I researched upon when getting your truck is an ECM report, electronic control module. It'll pretty much go over fuel mileage, engine fault codes, accident data, hard braking, the average top speed, and as terms of the fuel mileage, it's going to really show how the truck is performing. You want to look into that. You want to get all possible diagnostics done with that ECM and all that before you just make a purchase on a truck. Because why? You honestly want to see how well the truck is performing. That's something you don't want to neglect. It's not. Another thing is you want to get your oil check. An oil check to an oil testing lab or someone you know who tests oil. You want to see about the oil or getting the oil check for any type of wear and tear that may be affecting the engine. Okay? The next thing is an actual truck inspection. The same way that we're in school doing our PTI, post trips and all that, you want to inspect the truck. You want to look at the brakes. You want to look at the tire. You want to see if there are any air leaks. You want to check the suspension. You want to check, what else? All that. Any type of electrical issues. You want to get all that checked before you make a purchase, okay? You want to look at the year of the truck. You want to look at the make and model of the truck. You want to make sure and figure out what do you want to haul to see what's most suitable for the load and the truck. Because I'm pretty sure when it comes to some ports, certain trucks shouldn't be at some ports because of how they don't coincide with each other. They don't go together, you know? So you want to make sure whatever truck you use is going to be beneficial for the loads that you're hauling or that you're pushing. Seriously, it is. I was told by this great individual I know, when it comes to purchasing some of these trucks, you want to look at trucks that are between like 05 and 10 because the deletion of the DEF, there's no DEF on them from what I was told. I could be wrong. Unless if you don't want to do that, you can go sit there and get a 2012 or 2015 or whatever, so that has a DEF system, and you can go get it deleted. But that's just going to be more money that you have to toss into or look into when you could honestly get a truck that is already equipped with what you feel like you need it to be with. So that's something to look into when it comes to purchasing your truck. Make, model, year, APU units, what's in the truck, what amenities, I guess that you could say, what amenities do you want in that truck, what features do you really want in the truck. Don't just get any truck just because you want to get a truck and you're sick and tired of the company that you're working for. Evaluate, trust the process, as I've already said. Now, as far as the financial or financing aspect of it is, when it comes to what could prevent you from getting finance for a truck, some companies may look at how long you've been in business, or if you've been in business at least for 2 years. They may look at your down payment. They may look at your credit, see if you have business credit, because there is a difference with personal credit and business credit, you know. When it comes to your overall cash flow, how consistent do you have a certain amount of money within your bank accounts? All those factors go into consideration when it comes to these individuals approving you or are you being disproved on your application for your truck. Some other qualifications include, they may look at the age of the truck. They may look at the mileage of the truck from you to either get qualified or disqualified. Whether the truck's been in any accidents, all that. Now, In terms of insurances, I'm not going to elaborate so much on it because it's still kind of like a blur to me. But there's something called personal liability, physical damage, bobtail coverage, cargo coverage. There's different factors that goes into purchasing a truck. You know, it's not just you go put the bread up. Once you have that bread, once you get the keys, that's it. You have to be consistent with keeping up to date with everything that's going on throughout the whole duration of the trucking purchasing process. So just know that with me, I don't move like that. I evaluate, reevaluate, try to strategize everything before I make big financial moves like that, because it's a huge financial gamble that everyone may not be prepared to get into. Me, my focus is elsewhere. Whether I want to publicize it through social media, because my life is not revolve around social media, I don't know whether I will or not. But just know that if you're a company driver and you're not satisfied, try to find another company that may pay you, or that may have whatever requirements that you are actually looking for, before you just make another huge decision into getting a truck. Because being a truck owner isn't for everyone, and that's based off some of the friends that I have, that I know of, and their experiences, and just watching a few other people on YouTube. It's not for everybody. Leasing isn't for everybody. An owner-op is not for everybody. So evaluate, reevaluate, consider all your options before you make any big financial moves. And this is me coming to you all because why? This is what I do. I research, I look at things, I evaluate, and I don't make decisions based off someone in my ear or off impulse. Y'all be safe. For all those who don't know, get you some sage, man. For real, for real. Sage does not come only in forms of candles. It's just, this is a part of my aromatherapy that I enjoy. It burns slow. I love the smell. For my West Coast cat, you know who you are. On his IG, he has different practices on healing processes of certain things. Somebody else had mentioned that when you actually burn the actual sage, the smell is very potent, but it just keeps the negatives away for you. And for me, I just like the aura of it. I do. So look into